How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to 2A News Now. And as always, here at 2A News Now, you get your Second Amendment news straightforward and to the point with no BS added in. It's no secret how Joe Biden and his administration hate guns. And it seems like they spend their every waking moment how to try to figure out how to take away our Second Amendment rights. And it's also no secret how much Joe Biden and his administration love what they call undocumented immigrants. And what we call them is illegal aliens. And so when not too long ago, a judge ruled that undocumented immigrants have Second Amendment rights here in the United States. And now we're finding out how the Biden administration feels about that. Politics and now court rulings. It can certainly make for strange bedfellows. In a move most conservatives and pro-gun organizations likely agree with, Biden's Justice Department will challenge a recent court decision affirming the Second Amendment rights of undocumented immigrants. The move escalates a complex debate that too many Americans on both sides of the gun issue defies logic, while spotlighting two cases that have the potential to reshape long-standing federal firearms regulations and either other aspects of immigration law. At the heart of the controversy is a ruling by Judge Sharon Johnson Coleman, who last month dismissed charges against Heriberto Carbales Flores, an undocumented immigrant caught firing at vehicles in Chicago's Little Village. Citing a pivotal 2022 Supreme Court decision, Judge Coleman concluded the federal ban on gun possession by people in the U.S. illegally cannot stand, marking a significant pivot from traditional interpretations of gun control. But does that still allow him to shoot at vehicles randomly? I don't think so. The court finds that as applied to Carbajal Flores, Section 922G(5) is unconstitutional. She stated, emphasizing that Carbajal Flores' lack of a violent criminal record rendered him undeserving of losing his Second Amendment rights. The Justice Department's decision to appeal this ruling underscores the case's gravity. It can be a highly impactful ruling, and I'm sure the government has a significant interest in wanting to get a ruling that maintains the integrity of the federal firearms regulation systems. This appeal signals the government's determination to uphold existing restrictions, categorizing undocumented immigrants as prohibited purchasers, alongside felons and drug users, and even Americans dishonorably discharged from the military. There are currently 11 automatic disqualifiers on the Federal Form 4473, Firearms Transaction Record, that must be completed before any firearms purchase at an FFL. Question 21I specifically asks, are you an alien illegally or unlawfully in the United States? A yes answer legally precludes the buyer from completing the purchase, but the judge's ruling could upend all of that. The legal landscape has been notably altered by the Supreme Court's Bruin decision, which dismantled a state law limiting concealed carry permits and set new standards of evaluating firearm restrictions. Justice Clarence Thomas in Bruin emphasized that firearms restrictions must align with historical precedents from the time of the Second Amendment's drafting and ratification. The Carbajal Flores and another Texas case involving Antonio Singh Ledesma that are pioneering challenges that scrutinize gun regulation through the lens of Bruin's methodology. They question whether non-citizens should be treated differently under the Second Amendment, potentially leading to a two-tier constitutional system. Such a design could have far-reaching implications for migrants' rights and the future of the United States as well. These cases do not stand alone, but are part of a broader wave of litigation, testing the limits of gun control laws post-Bruin. High-profile challenges include disputes over prohibitions for drug users and domestic violence suspects, as well as state bans on high-capacity magazines and certain semi-automatic rifles. The outcome of these cases could significantly impact America's legal landscape regarding who can legally possess firearms, and has reshaped the legal arguments in ways even pro-gun supporters could not have imagined when Bruin effectively struck down a number of anti-Second Amendment laws on the books. According to some, immigrants do not constitute part of the people protected by the Second Amendment. Conversely, some see no constitutional basis from excluding non-citizens from these rights, suggesting that doing so would erode the egalitarian foundations of American law. So I'd really like to know from you guys out there, where do you stand on this? Do you believe that all people in the United States, including non-citizens, have Second Amendment rights? Or do you believe the only people that have Second Amendment rights are citizens of the United States? I'd really like to hear from you guys. And as always, I appreciate everybody's support with the channel. I appreciate it very much that when I post a video, that you guys always crush it by liking, sharing, and subscribing and hitting those post notifications. And I invite you to come on back and watch my next video.